what they needed. The prophet prompted greed. Few thought of tomorrow. Some believe there is a chance. Some are optimistic.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls. They did a wonderful job, didn't they? I'm going to ask all of the cast to come onto the stage, just back a bit, to about the lino, and just have a seat on the stage. That's it. Leave a pass away at the front, okay? Back a bit. That's the idea. been wonderful working with the composite grade 5 and 6, with grade 6 and with grade 5. We always look forward to working with Lara Primary School since last year because we didn't forget that. It was a wonderful experience. They were so good at doing everything, and every idea they had was a good one. And the same this year, with a wonderful group of people. Hands went up all the time, and every time I asked somebody what they had to say, it was always something worth saying and something we could put into the show. You see, for instance, our imitation Edge of the Sea here. Perhaps Jenny would put the blue lights on if she's still there. I'm not sure that she is. If we put all the other lights off just for fun for a minute and put the blue lights on, there's the Edge of the Sea, which was an idea that came from one of the children, and then someone said, we'll cut out fish. Okay, we'll put the lights back on, just be secret again. And then, of course, there was that big experiment that the scientists were doing. And you might have noticed that these lights were going on every time the actual experiment was fed from one end. And that was an idea that came up in the discussion. There are lots and lots of things that children suggested, had to do with costumes, with actions, and also on Wednesday, the very back, we've got two sort of curtain things. One is made of natural objects, and one is made of man-made objects. And the children worked with John Irving. I wonder if John would show himself if he's not too busy videoing. John would show himself, he's just around the corner here. John is a wonderful weaver and maker of ceramic. That's things made with clay, beautiful objects with clay. I'd like John to come out and say hello to everybody. There he is. We can't see you there, John. The children always love working with John, and John is always available to do artists in schools programs. He's been doing them all around Victoria lately, and it was great to have him working with us for a day. I enjoyed writing the music and the words very, very much because I thought the theme that the teachers and children had chosen was a very important one about us looking after the earth and the sea and the sky so that there's some there left for future generations, putting trees back in, doing things that help the earth survive so that human beings can live full and good lives on the earth. Those are the important things. During the week, we have made up some words to go with an old song. The old song, London's Burning. Now, I thought it'd be fun if we could try it with everybody, but I'm going to do that in a moment because I think it's time I got out of the way for a minute because I know your principal would like to say a few words. While he's saying a few words, I'll be listening. I'll just also plug in my equipment so we can do London's Burning together and then do the new words that have been made up by the grade 5s and 6s. May I welcome the new principal of Lara Primary School.
Thank you to all of you for coming along. It's great to see so many of you here, and I'm sure that what you saw this afternoon is something that's very pleasing. I know I was up here a couple of days during the week and watched the children at work, and to see them working in here in their groups with their material spread out, quietly talking amongst themselves, discussing what they could do, how they could do it. It was really thrilling to see the way that they cooperated with each other. To move around the other groups who were preparing their music and their songs, to see them working, to see them contributing, it was a real credit to Jeff and Jenny, to their teachers, the way they did work. And it's a wonderful experience, and perhaps in future years, people who are coming up to the school the undergrades will be able to share in that experience too. To Jeff and Jenny, thank you very much for that wonderful work that you did during the week with the children. To your helpers, I can't remember all their names. I've not got a good memory like that. I've only met them a couple of times, but for once I did. To you, can you pass on our great thanks to those people for the work that they did. To the teachers, Mr. Anstey, Mrs. Ferris, and Mr. Cameron, who unfortunately the last couple of days hasn't been able to be with us. But to Mrs. Ford, thanks for filling in and helping out there. But to everyone, of all the girls and boys in grades 5 and 6, the hard work you've put in, to their teachers, to Jeff and Jenny, and especially to you parents who come along this afternoon, thanks very much for everything you've done.
Very well spoken indeed. Just before we have a go at this little song and make our way back, I just want to mention, because there are lots of parents and lots of teachers here, I want to mention the wonderful concert that's going to be on in the Lara Hall tonight. I've invited a group of marvellous musicians to come down from Melbourne. David Alexander Ross, who's one of the leading baritones in Melbourne. Ruth Shand, a marvellous soprano. Thomas Spiewak, a pianist of very high standard, once toured America with one of Poland's leading jazz singers. Ed Fisher, who's a wonderful folk singer. Adrian Rawlins, who is an actor, television and radio and film personality, will all be performing for us tonight in the Lara Hall, and will be followed by a wonderful continental supper. It's at 8 o'clock, and we'd love to see some parents and perhaps some teachers down there for tonight's great show. It's burning, look yonder, fire, 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 fire and water. Can we all sing that? Everybody, 1, 2. London's burning, London's burning, look yonder, fire, 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 fire and water. Right, can I hear the whole audience sing that now without us? All right, ready? Off we go. London's burning, look yonder, fire, 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 pour on water. Right, I want you to sing that with me, and then all the people behind me will come in a different time when I point to them. Ready? Okay, let's go. London's burning, London's burning, London's burning, London's burning, Lord Yara, fire and water. Okay, now let's try the new words. I'm looking back off here. Now, first of all, let's do Lara's flooded. Lara's flooded, Lara's flooded, cars are stranded. Lara's flooding, cars are stranded, get the sandbags. Lots of lakes now, I'll say it again. Lara's flooding, cars are stranded, get the sandbags, lots of lakes now. Lara's flooding, get the sandbags. And they are. There's a homestead. There's a homestead called Pira. It's great. It's great. Artists live there. Artists live there. There's a homestead. There's a homestead called Pira. It's great. It's great. Artists live there. Artists live there. There's a homestead. There's a homestead called Pira. There's a homestead called Pira. Artists live there. Artists live there. Artists live there. Artists live there. Okay, that's fine. Now, I have to help Jenny do something very important, and that's find the house lights. We can't find the house lights, so we won't leave you in darkness, but if you just sit quietly for 1 minute while I get off stage and sort out the lead. I just want to say one other thing. You're a wonderful audience, marvellous audience, so I want you to sit fast, sit exactly where you are, we'll put the lights on, and then gradually we will dismiss from the back when I give you the word. So just wait till I come back, everybody.